Evening, yes, it's right. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to preach right now. So I just got out of an AA meeting not too long ago, and majority of our conversation was around step 7. And for those of you who are not aware of steps, talking about Alcoholics Anonymous, step 7 says to ask God to remove our shortcomings. So shortcomings are where we fail. And when they had talked about that, there are two things that came up. First and foremost, what came up is mentioned in the older versions of the Big Book. So the Big Book is a book written for Alcoholics Anonymous, written by this guy named Bill, about his experiences in dealing with alcoholics. He's a doctor, obviously. And in the old book, or in the older versions, it would say to humbly ask God to remove your shortcomings. And then they add on your knees. First and foremost, I believe that prayer is a very important, very intimate, very meaningful conversation between you and God. I mean, if it wasn't meaningful, He wouldn't want us to do it. I hope you understand the seriousness in this. It's serious because I feel convicted right now. Okay? There's a difference, or there's said to be a difference between praying in a comfortable position versus praying in an uncomfortable position. It's so easy for us to stand on our feet and pray. It's so easy for us to sit down and pray. It's so easy for us to lay down on our bed and pray because it's comfortable. It's what we're used to. What if I told you that God does not want us to be comfortable when we are praying? Yes, He may know what we need or what we want. He may know the desires of our heart, but unless we verbally state that, He ain't gonna give it to us. And the second thing is, when you're down on your knees in an uncomfortable position, you are showing submission to God. In Hosea 6:6, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that's fine. But here's the thing of Hosea 6:6. God says, show mercy. Do not bring me your sacrifices. You know what God's saying there? I mean, he officially not only mentions this in Matthew 9, verses 1 through 13, but He mentions this in the Old Testament. So here's the thing about the New Testament. When Jesus is born, He fulfills all the prophecies in the Old Testament. Every single prophecy. And many times throughout the New Testament, you're going to find that they reference the Old Testament. And what He says in Matthew 9 is show them mercy. Mercy can be tied in with forgiveness. Show them grace. Show them love. It doesn't matter that they hurt you. Show them love. Show them grace. Show them forgiveness. That's what God wants from us. To forgive people and show them love. He doesn't want your money. He doesn't want your clothes. He doesn't want your food. He doesn't want your animals. What God wants is your heart. That's what He's fighting for this entire time. And yet we fail to mention that. We fail to even see that and recognize that. That's what God wants. That's what He's been after this entire time. You know why He wants our hearts? He wants our heart because bad things flow from it. You know when people usually tell you, oh, just listen to your heart? That's a lie. Don't listen to that advice. You know why? Because your heart is deceitful. Your heart tells you evil, wicked things. So if anybody ever tells you to listen to your heart, you tell them no. Listen for the voice of God. And God may be this all-powerful, all-knowing, everywhere present. But here's the thing that we fail to realize, is if we don't verbally state what we want, what we need from God, and we don't do it in an act of submission, an act of surrender, we won't receive the blessing. So I'm asking you today, if you call yourself a believer, if you call yourself a child of God, if you've been saved, if you've been baptized in the Spirit, in water, I'm asking you, in an act of surrender, in an act of reverence, in an act of respect and love and devotion toward the one true thing that has saved you from the pits of hell, show him that one act of love. Because if he deserves anything, it's love back. So what I'm trying to say to you, in a very nonchalant, maybe repetitive, redundant way, is if somebody hurts you, whether it's somebody close to you like your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your daughter, your son, even a friend, show love toward them. Forgive them. But remember that old saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me once, fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. I forget what they say after that, but yeah. But I just hope that if you haven't found God in your life and you want Him in your life, or if you want Jesus as your life leader and your forgiver, talk to me. Love to help you. This is Brian's son. I hope you have a great day. God bless. Godspeed.